So yesterday was a really big day and we went our separate ways. We were with Vladimir and Lilia, talking with them, sharing with them, hearing deeply what was going on in their heart. But these guys went to some really hard areas and saw the reality of war. And so, you guys want to share where you guys went, what happened, what you experienced, what really struck you?
Yeah. So we saw a couple of places. Um, do I start with like
Yeah,
Vitalik or do I
yeah.
start
No,
with
we can
us?
start on the way.
Okay. So on the way to meet with Vitalik, we saw a hospital, like a delivery hospital, that was bombed out, and that we knew some reports of people in there like delivering babies and dying in the attack with their children. We also saw a train station that was bombed out. That the train station was destroyed, but the actual tracks worked just fine. And so it didn't actually change anything about transportation or any military relevant things. It just hurt civilians. So we went deeper into the city with Vitalik, and we were able to see like normal life, like going to McDonald's. Like that's the thing here. But also, Vitalik was telling us about how they were doing like home renovations. So they went up to a hardware store one day, and then they go by that same hardware store the next day, and it's just a pile of rubble. And we went by and saw the pile of rubble. And so the way things radically change. And we drove by the place that Marek and Natasha got married, and how no one could go there anymore. It's like roped off and whatever. And the last thing that we did, then we went and got McDonald's and we talked to Vitalik and we were able to hear some of his war stories. How he was victorious in like helping people get out of places. And then the last thing we did was we went and gave humanitarian aid to a apartment building that had been shot out like last night, 2 nights ago,
Yeah, literally like 30 hours before.
30 hours before, and no one was there. There was this older lady that was like
She's the
Google.
chairman,
Yeah,
chairman of her
Google
building.
Translate said chairman. I don't know
Yep.
if it's chairman or landlord, but
Yeah, kind of chairman of the like the residents association,
oh, okay, like the head of the HOA person.
basically.
Oh, okay, okay. She seemed nicer than those people because she actually cared about people.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
Um,
often do.
and so we gave her the boxes and left. And so what was striking to me was how for Vitalik this was just another day.
Yeah.
He's just going about driving. He's happy to be driving us and like having a good time. And it's just all right, yeah. So on the way we'll also drop off some boxes. No big deal. It's like practically yeah. That is exactly what's happening. We're just gonna happen to drop off some boxes. Um, but yeah, I was just struck by like how normal it is and how not normal it is for us. And um, like for them, it like you don't have time to mourn. It seems you just got to get on to the next thing, do the next thing. So last night I was mourning a lot. Um, the like this situation and especially with the hospital and the schools. Three different schools. We saw pictures of three different schools that were bombed out.
What about you, Amy? What really struck you out of all of that, or what? I don't know. What was hard?
Well, I think the hardest part was hearing um, Vitalik's stories and how it was just like every day. Like he kept emphasizing that it could just happen at any time, any place. And he showed us this video of him just driving to work, and you see them the missiles just going across, and just you see a big explosion, And it's fully out of nowhere. He was just, getting from one place to another. And then another video from the pastor's home from the window and seeing bombs and just seeing the light and everything, just a big explosion, feeling it. And for me, it was just how unexpected it is, and I could see why people are so fearful if it could be them at any moment. And so, and Vitalik, he emphasized that everyone has lost people, everyone has lost friends, they've lost family, they've lost property, and so these people, like, they are just living in constant fear. Um, and I have never experienced that type of devastation, and I knew war was bad, but hearing it from a personal standpoint and the fear, it it makes it so real, and it's terrifying. Um, and we even saw it at the apartment where it was completely bombed out. Like, there was a hole of the size of like a table in the concrete, and every single window was blown out, glass everywhere. You see like people's stuff scattered about, stuffed animals, toys, like literally, like, this is a family residence, and it's just devastated. And I've never seen anything like it before, and it was, for me, really hard to see. And also just hearing the devastation in the woman's voice that lived there, and hearing what she had to say. But even then, like, she was still just so grateful for any help at all. But Vitalik did emphasize, like, how the culture in Ukraine is everyone helps everybody. And I think even in war, it is very hopeful to see humanity and God working through people, even in the devastation.
That was a thing throughout the whole day. That, because, you've told us, Peter, that folks don't need like human empathy here. So at every turn, like, I was trying not to just go into that's so horrible.
Yeah.
So I tried to focus on, like, okay, well, what is good? What is God doing? What is honorable about the people? And so the whole every time was just, it's really inspiring to see how united you guys are, the way y'all are coming together.
I know that, especially with so much pain and devastation, it's really difficult to process. And there's no way you can adequately process right now. But normally when we go through experience really, really hard things, we do one of two things. We either give in and just collapse into the pain, or we go to the other extreme and just kind of wall it off. And I feel like I'm seeing you guys in somewhere in the middle. Which how is God helping you to stay vulnerable and engage and not just completely cut off?
I think for me, and this is what it's always helped me to just ask God to allow me to see people as He sees them. And it's easy to see people as victims, and it's easy to feel pity for them, but that's, like Ethan said, it's just not going to be helpful. And so for me, it's just being able to see people's hearts and not see them as victims.
Come on. How about you, Ethan?
I think for me, last night it hit different. I was struggling to be like, God, what's their grace for and stuff, and eventually God just had me like crying, like, and like gave me permission, I guess, to grieve the loss. And I was talking to you about this last night, but like I even started to feel like I think I said the wrath of the Father, which was like hyper spiritual at the time. Like that, it was just like honest, but like saying it now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was really.
Well,
really
what is that?
spiritual.
What does that feel like? What do you mean by that?
But it was like actual like anger at the loss of life, but it wasn't the anger for like to try and get revenge.
Oh wow.
It was like rage at the pain and destruction
Wow.
that occurred. So I wasn't wanting to like kill all Russians,
Yeah.
but I was wanting to and this is where God started to lead me, was this idea that tears can be like fuel for inspiration, and the idea that you need to mourn the dead to love the living.
Wow. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. Well, guys, really, thank you. And just, just want to encourage you to continue to keep your hearts tender as you move forward. It can be exhausting, but it's really, really, really good work. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.